Hi, I'm Scott Goldfine, Editor-in-Chief and Associate Publisher of Security Sales and Integration. I'm delighted to have with me today Steve Walker, Vice President, Monitoring Operations North America, and Joe Pereira, Vice President, Monitoring Operations for STANLEY Convergent Security Solutions. They are experts on our topic of key security monitoring trends for dealers. Steve and Joe, thank you so much for joining me.
Happy to be here.
Excellent. Let's jump right in, guys. Steve, let's start with you. What do you see as the most promising monitoring opportunity for dealers today?
Well, I think the first thing I would say is that this is a great time to be in the security industry, right? I think there's lots of opportunities for our dealers, the growing concerns that exist in our country today around personal security and security of our homes and businesses is creating increased demand for services. And I think when we look at that in combination with the fact that technology continues to improve and advance and provide maybe greater impact or value for the dollar, it's easier for our dealers today to help provide or propose a solution for their customers that shows great value for security services and professional monitoring.
And Joe, what do you see as keys for success in those areas?
Well, I think it's super important to have a partner who cares, right? Who's willing to work with you, understand your markets, understand what you're putting in front of the customers. But at the end of the day, the way that they can be successful is to give them the tools they need to focus on cost and functionality, right? That's ultimately how they're going to be successful in their markets. And so helping them, for example, to get their customers online quickly, right, without a lot of red tape, making it super simple to process that, that initial install and get them up and running are just examples of how, we want to make it as easy as possible for our dealers to do what they need to do and focus on getting them into our monitoring platform without any pain.
Thank you, Joe. And what should these dealers look for in a monitoring partner to give them the edge they need today, Steve?
Well, I think that our dealers, right, they want to find a partner that has a strong technical infrastructure and provides stability in the way that they provide services. A company that has multiple monitoring centers, has multiple physical locations, helps to ensure that services won't be disrupted by any kind of a local technical or outage or a disruption to employees, making sure that there's strong redundancy in place, and to make sure that the company has really a strong bench capability with respect to their staff, and having the scale to be able to deal with fluctuations in activity. I think in the last year, we've seen just numerous events that have affected parts of our country, whether it has been through extreme weather, social unrest, or otherwise, that have dramatically shifted alarm activities. It's important to have a partner that's able to deal with those kinds of fluctuations. And so important to have a partner not only that has the bench strength, but has the tools in place to train the staff to deliver great customer service and to deliver a really consistent response in those moments that are most critical for the customer. When we receive priority alarms, and make sure that they've got folks that have been properly trained to deliver a consistent and professional response, both with the customer and with public safety. Really important to have that degree of professionalism with the team.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, and I think I would just add that you made the point about multiple centers. With the pandemic and some of the challenges that we've seen and sort of the multiple waves, right? We know how easy it is for someone to call in being a close contact. And sometimes it happens in waves, and the ability for us to know that we can shift load to other centers should we have an issue in one of our facilities is it's a burden that we don't have to worry about, right? We don't have to worry about, are we going to be able to staff a shift? We know we have that capacity across the network. And so for us, it's really helped us to get through what's been some challenging times. And we're not through with that yet, right? We continue to see the effects of the pandemic. We all want to see the numbers go down, but we also know that we're not out of the woods yet. So.
Yeah, great point.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe. What about, some specific monitoring services or an offering from Stanley right now? Could you highlight something that might be of a particular value to the dealers watching?
Yeah, I've got a couple thoughts on that. For us, leveraging our Mastermind platform, we're making available a number of online tools. I talked earlier about making it easier to onboard customers, right? So all of that can be done through the web. And we've taken away a lot of the complexities of needing to call in customer by customer, right? You can just upload new accounts to us very simply, very effectively. We're also expanding our abilities for notifications, right? We're opening it up to text messaging in addition to emails. And so customers getting more information and different ways of getting that information helps our customers to be more aware, less need to call in and ask what's going on or reach out to the dealer. So we think that's important. And we're really excited about something called group chat. So the ability to reach out to the entire call list all at once and let everybody weigh in on whether or not they think something is a false alarm or a potential for an actual. And it's much faster and it's much easier for the folks on the call list to be aware of maybe somebody else might be in the building or maybe someone else is aware of what's happening. And it's going to allow us to respond faster. And it also means that people won't be getting phone calls if the people in the group text can take care of it right away. And so we're excited about offering that. That's a big opportunity for us to make it easier for the end customer. And the last thing I would mention is video monitoring, right? We're doing a huge investment in infrastructure around analytics and our ability to offer more types of cameras and services. And then offering that to our end customers, we think is going to be a huge improvement. And so leveraging the power of automation and analytics to improve our video offering is definitely going to help our customers. So just a couple thoughts.
And I'll maybe just add to that and say that, in a world where public safety continues to be increasingly stressed for resources or pressed for for response times, et cetera, video is becoming a really important and an increasingly important tool for our dealers to have, in their toolkit for offering to customers. And as Joe mentioned, the solutions that we're putting in place at Stanley to help us to provide video in an extremely professional and responsive way, those things are going to make a big difference for our customers.
Excellent. Thank you. Steve and Joe, thank you so much for sharing your ideas and thoughts today.
Oh, thank you. Happy to be here.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Want to remind viewers, be sure to check out SSI's 2021 Monitoring Deep Dive in the August issue and online. Thanks for watching. So long for now.